What's up, guys? So recently I've been on the search for the best ergonomic chair, and I've been to a lot of different places. I've been to Office Depot, I've been to Staples, like those are kind of your low end chairs. It has no lumbar support, and the seat pan doesn't adjust. I've looked at Herman Miller, and I've gone to like a local facility where they sell like office chairs, and I didn't find anything that kind of really stood out to me. And then I heard about Steelcase. And so I actually went to the Steelcase showroom in San Francisco, and it was really cool. This is actually during COVID where everything was locked down. And so I had to make an appointment to get in there. And I get in the door, there's nobody else there. There's just one person, and they just kind of gave me the tour, which is really cool. They showed me all the products, all of their chairs, their standing desks. The coolest thing about Steelcase is their products are just really intuitive. They're really easy to use. It doesn't take that much time to kind of really get familiar with a chair. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but I feel like it's like this with any chair. The mechanics of everything moves really smoothly, and you can tell that these chairs are just really built with design in mind and also like usability in mind. This facility is like really pretty. Everything is set up like really nice. Everything's just kind of staged, and so it's like a really cool place to tour if you haven't been there. They have one in San Francisco, there's one in LA, so definitely check it out if you haven't. First impressions, getting in there and just trying out the different chairs. I didn't realize that there's a lot of chairs that are not meant for like sitting at a desk station. And you don't really think about this in general. There's a lot of different type of chairs for different activities. So for me, I pretty much am always like just sitting at my desk. I use the chair behind me, which is just like the IKEA chair. It's just a really popular chair for ergonomics. So this is the Marcus IKEA chair. As you can see, it doesn't have that much adjustability, and this is like an older one. It's about 10 years old, but the seat, it will go up and down. You can actually lock it in a back position, but you can't get the seat pan to kind of move forward and back. And as you can see, I took off the armrest, so you're not gonna have that as well. But it is a really good ergonomic chair if it fits you correctly, but you have to be around like 5'8" to 6'2". If you're not that height, it's not gonna fit you right. And for me and for my height, like it's a really good chair. I actually got rid of the armrest because I don't need them, and they're not adjustable, so they don't help me at all. And I do really prefer a Steelcase chair, but I don't have the money to get one because they're around $1,000. But that's probably something that I will work up to eventually because these chairs are just so durable. They're well built, and it's something that I would definitely recommend getting into if you are thinking about changing your desk situation, or maybe you're someone that works from home and you just need a better chair. Definitely would recommend getting Steelcase. And the reason for this is they have everything perfect for ergonomics. So first off, like if you're using the armrests, if you're someone who doesn't use armrests, I would recommend getting armrests because you can lower them up and down. You can tilt them in or out. So that way, if you're getting into your desk, you can tilt them out so they don't get in the way, or you can lower them so they don't get in the way. And then you can lower them to the perfect height, which would be your elbow height. And when you're just resting your arms at your side and you have a little bit of support, that can take some strain off your arms, especially if you're sitting all day. Just giving an armrest can actually rest the nerves and the muscles to keep you in a more neutral position. So that's one of the things I just like about these chairs that you don't see with a lot of other chairs. I know there's a lot of other chairs out there that are really good, but I prefer Steelcase because of their ergonomic design. They have really good lumbar support. But the main reason I like Steelcase is the adjustability. Okay, so the armrest that will raise and lower, they have the panning and tilting, they have the seat pan that will come like in and out. So if you're a taller person or you're a shorter person, you can just easily adjust it to the proper position. You can also like raise and lower the seat to the right height. And I found out that Steelcase works a lot better with people that are really short or people that are really tall. So it's a good chair that will pretty much work for anyone. If you are larger or if you're smaller, like this is the chair to get. I tried out a lot of different chairs. I found that there's a lot of chairs that are just for like conference rooms. But if you're someone that uses like a conference room all the time, like the EMEA chair is like the most popular one to use. So this one is the EMEA, but I don't sit in conference rooms, so it doesn't apply to me. I sit at an office. And so the two most popular chairs, and these are pretty much the only chairs that you need to think about getting for office, is the Steelcase Leap and the Steelcase Gesture. And I've tried both. I actually prefer the Leap. It's actually a little bit cheaper than the Gesture. The Gesture is like their flagship chair. I think it kind of looks the coolest, but I think the Leap is the most comfortable, and that's the chair that I prefer in general. After sitting in it for like 10 minutes, I was like pretty much sold on it. There's like a few other chairs in my life that I felt that are a little bit more comfortable, and those are like sewing chairs, and I can't even tell you where to find them now because I found these chairs like a long time ago. But the Steelcase Leap, I think, is the best ergonomic chair to improve your posture, to improve your productivity at work. If you're going to be sitting at a desk all day long, the Steelcase Leap is the one to get. Now, the Gesture, I think, is a really good chair too, and you might want to try out the two. I'm a smaller person, so I'm definitely going to be biased on this, but I definitely prefer the Leap. I just think it's a little bit more comfortable in general. I don't think the Gesture is a bad chair at all. And they do the same thing. I think the Leap is just a little bit more comfortable. Now, another really good chair that I would recommend is Branch. Branch makes their own chairs. I think they're pretty good in general. I heard they're just not as comfortable as Steelcase, and so that's why I prefer Steelcase. Even though Branch is like much more affordable, there are some office chairs at Staples that aren't that bad, and they will pretty much do everything that Steelcase will do. But the problem is they're going to break a lot quicker than a Steelcase chair. They're just not as durable. They're not built to that high level as Steelcase, and so that's why I recommend Steelcase. But you can find a cheap, affordable chair for around $300. So if you don't want to shell out the $800 to $1,000 for a Steelcase chair, sometimes $1,200, go with like a cheap Office Depot chair. You can get them. They're not the best, but they'll work. So my number one choice for a good ergonomic chair is the Steelcase Leap. If you need something more affordable, I would go with the Branch chair. And if you need something more affordable than that, I would just buy one of these cheaper models through Staples or Amazon. I'll put links in below to check them out. Now, what about Herman Miller? A lot of people say that Herman Miller makes the best chair. I've sat in a lot of different Herman Miller chairs. I don't think that they're that great. Yes, they are durable. They're a good chair, but I actually prefer Steelcase a little bit better. I think they're a little bit more comfortable. I think they just look better, in my opinion. I think the Aeron is a good chair, but for like office work, I would recommend Steelcase. My brother actually has a Herman Miller chair, and he uses it all the time, and he's actually not that impressed with it. He has a lot of back pain. The chair doesn't make a difference. It hasn't helped him at all. So I don't know. I've used Herman Miller chairs in the past, and it's not my number one chair to go to. I don't think they're that much comfortable, and I think the Steelcase is a little bit more comfortable than them in general. And if you are looking for the best looking chair, I would say go with the Steelcase Gesture, but I still think the Leap is a little bit more comfortable. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below and share your favorite ergonomic chair. I want to hear your opinions, and please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.